Light is on. My goodness. Let me play the music. We have to have the official music, non-authorized official music of the Lighthouse. The light is on, guys. It's Saturday. It's an incredible day. And I just pee my pants a couple minutes ago. I've been waiting for this. I can't even talk. I've been waiting for this for almost 2 years. Besides Richard telling me, that he wants to finally marry me. But anyway, King Daniel is gone. He's watching me probably because people like watching. But I have to welcome my guest. I am so let me stop the music there, guys. I am more than thrilled. I am surprised. I feel like Christmas morning opening presents. I have 2 people waiting on the green room that have been incredible for the community. Incredible talent, incredible positive, incredible everything. So I don't even know what to say about them. Let me introduce you. I'm bringing up here the team behind the art of plebs. Welcome to the Lighthouse, Creel, Biscuit.
Thank you.
Welcome to we're all new. We're like, guys, you don't understand. This is like, we started this about 20 minutes ago when I was practicing, doing rehearsal, like moving. I was like here playing. I was doing this, guys. Going and preparing my mood for this. And I didn't realize they were waiting on the green room and they could see everything that I do. So
it was wonderful.
That was embarrassing, but it was so good. Welcome, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I don't know, Creel, is this the first? And Biscuit, welcome, Biscuit. Sorry, ladies, we always talk. Welcome, Biscuit.
Hello. Good evening.
It's the first time we hear your voice, right? I don't think you've never done any interviews. This is the first one.
Well, this is the first time I've done interviews.
To say yes. To say yes.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. You see, guys, super exclusive. The Lighthouse has 2 important guests today. Probably the most important. Sorry, everyone who came here before. Sorry, Haptrell. But this one tops the line, tops the list. This is the first. Have you been doing interviews? You guys are huge. Have you been doing interviews?
None.
You see? I tell you, thank you so much for being here. I think
this is the first. So this is why we didn't even know how to set up the audio, so we had to test it all.
Yeah, me too. And I don't know where's people at. I don't know. They're not showing up, but it's okay. We're here. They're going to listen to it on the replay. Hopefully, there's a lot of people watching, I'm sure, because we're live here on Twitter Spaces. We're in Twitter video, and we're also on YouTube, my channel, Moms in Crypto, that I have 8 followers, and I absolutely adore. So hopefully, if no one is there yet, but they will eventually, I think. So tell me, where do I start? I wasn't ready for this, guys. This was like a total surprise for me. So for 2 years, I thought about many questions that I want to ask the creators of my favorite characters since childhood. I think it is my favorite character, and I cannot wait to see what the future has in place for you guys. How do you start? Tell us a little bit about yourself, guys. How do you get into cartoon drawing and creation? Because it's not just the drawing, it's the whole thing behind it, the ideas, the genius.
Do you want to go, Biscuit?
Do you want to go, Creel?
So that's how it started, guys. Just like that, and someone like me. I bet you know what? I've heard that you were in Australia, right? And you came up with the Oscar. Is that the name of the main pleb?
So, I'll go first, shall I, Creel?
Yeah.
So I've travelled around quite a lot, and when I was travelling, you kind of end up in lots of places where you didn't really mean to end up, and you have lots of adventures and all that stuff. And whilst I was having my adventures, I just started drawing some characters. It was partly therapy. So therapy just to make myself feel a bit better, because you come across all sorts of situations. So yeah, this was 20 odd years ago. And so that's when I first started drawing
Were you
cartoons.
were you into the drawing? Was that your profession, or did you study for this, or you just were doodling like a lot of people do?
Um,
Was that something that you did professionally, or you study for it?
no, no. So I've I've always found art quite difficult. I can draw, but I can't really draw cartoons that well, in my opinion. That's why. So I've just I tried drawing cartoons like cartoonists, and I kind of
Mhm.
failed every single time. So I kind of, in the end, I just gave up and started drawing how I how I drew, really. So it's quite it's quite basic. The pleb only has 3 fingers because I can't even draw a hand properly. If I try and draw 5 fingers, it just looks wrong. So it's all
Yes.
very simple. It's all simplified, but the most important thing behind pleb is his innocence, or his sort of positive outlook. Even though he has all these problems that he
Yes.
encounters, he's not a he's not a show off or a nasty person. He's just a pleb, just trying to get through life, and that's it really. That's where it comes from.
We identify with the pleb. Let me tell you something. I was writing some things, and some characteristics about the plebs. I was just writing them down, and I said the plebs are innocent, the plebs are
Yep.
clever, the
Yep.
plebs are sweet. So when you mix all that, you come to something like this right here, and it is brilliant. And also everything, the message, the way they think, the way they involve everyday things with incredible messages. Who comes up with all those stuff, those thoughts? You wake up one day in the morning, or you in the middle of the night, and they say, Krill, I have an idea, or a biscuit, I have an idea. What is the process behind every single things that you create for the plebs?
Do you want to go, Quill?
Okay. So it's different.
That's
So
fine.
cool. So it's different. I mean, a little bit of backstory on that is that Biscuit and I have been together for 16 or 17 years, and we've always been artists one way or another. And I think I must just add that Biscuit, he says he can't draw, but he's a brilliant illustrator and artist. And he started as a in single digits. He started as a little kid,
Wow.
drawing was his thing. He just has very high expectations of himself, whereas everyone else that knows him just thinks he's a genius, I have to say, including me.
I absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's genius what you guys do. And what about you, Krill?
Oh, what about me? So whereas Biscuit picked up a pen, I picked up a camera and had a Mamiya C220 when I was 15 years old, and my dad taught me photography.
Wow.
So I became a professional photographer in my early 20s, and then had a dream to mix video and photography together, and became a video artist in the late 90s. So have been a creative digital media artist for over 20 years, and yeah, so that's
You were there from the beginning, from
yeah.
when it was like, I don't know if you can see on the background, but I have camera, another camera on the other side. I love photography. I'll tell you my story later on, but you probably were able to experience, the old way of taking pictures with technology. Was it hard to merge them both together?
It's a really interesting. Yeah, it's been interesting jumping from learning the technical through the old-fashioned way of taking photographs, and then shifting over into digital. Digital's much easier, I think, than the original way, because you know, there's that always that element of surprise, isn't there? You might know the technical, but you never know what can happen until you see it actually merge as it reveals itself out of the paper in a dark room. You know, it's very tactile and hands-on. So I think the difference between the two is that I've always seen it as the digital is quite clinical, and the original way with print is like very textural and rich in texture. So just two very different arenas, really. But we sort of like went off on a tangent. Sorry.
It's okay. You know what I was yesterday, guys, for everyone who doesn't know, Crail joined us at the class, crypto class stream on YouTube, and it was incredible. And you mentioned that you, Biscuit, created the pleb 20 years ago. You left it somewhere in a shelf, put away.
Yeah.
And then when was the point that you said, you know what, I think it's time to bring it back?
Yeah, so I've did sort of a few thousand cartoons in books, and I tried to sell them for a bit. No one was interested, because I'm not really a salesman. So I gave up drawing cartoons and drawing altogether, really. I just sort of thought, oh, it's not going to happen. So the only reason why I started drawing again is because Krill asked me to draw something for a crypto project.
Wow.
So that's the only reason I'd stopped completely. And so I thought, oh, you know what? I might as well, if they want to, if they need a character, why not use this? Why not use this guy that I've had on this shelf for 20 years? So I just started drawing again, and I just bought a tablet, you know, a Wacom tablet. I used to, and so I just sort of started drawing from that, and but it really is very much a collaboration between me and Krill. So we have to, with anything creative, you kind of have to knock ideas about, because you just don't know what's funny. You know, I have quite a strange sense of humor.
I could see that. That's what I like. It is like,
but
it's dreadfully honest.
Yeah,
dreadfully honest.
I have a sense of humor, which I have to what's the right word? I have to kind of tone it down a bit.
Yeah, maybe we need to create a character that doesn't, you know, that is like,
I mean,
irreverent.
It's
well, that's character. You know, that's a characteristic from. Are you from Australia or from England? I don't know. Sometimes I don't recognize the accent.
England.
Okay, then I was right. I told my friend, you know, that he was Irish, and he get offended. So thank God for clarifying that. But the humor, I remember the Ben. Oh my God, what was the name of that show? I want to reveal how old I am. I can't remember. It was a comedy show.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill. There we go. I watched it on the replay, okay, on YouTube. The Benny Hill show was like, you know, it was fun humor, but at the same time, it was like not from that age. It was strong, and a lot of people have that in Argentina too, and you know, Europe. It's quite different than the humor here. And you know what? When you don't have those barriers, so oh my God, I'm gonna offend someone, and they're gonna come to me with like, I broke this law, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Offensive. They get offended by something, and that, I think, that blocks creativity.
Yeah. So Pleb is totally innocent. So but the main thing about Pleb is Pleb doesn't, he's not trying to offend someone. If Pleb offends someone, it's just by his innocence. So the Pleb is not aggressive. He doesn't discriminate. He's not interested in any of that stuff. He's just going about his life. And that's kind of the message. That's the thing that me and Krill feel is the most important thing behind every single cartoon, is that it's all put out with a positive message, and that it's just highlighting things that everybody has to go through. We all fail at some point. We all fail. We all have to pick ourselves up off the ground, and Pleb is just doing that all the time. But at the same time, if you can find humour in a situation, you've automatically transformed it from sort of a depressed statement to a sort of something that's funny. So
Yeah.
that's the whole point.
You make fun of a situation that is probably tragic.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
you know what it reminds me? I'm gonna say something, maybe someone's not gonna like it, but remember in the funerals? I
yeah.
remember when it was a child, I used to go to my family's funerals, and there was a point. First, they all cry, then they all talk nice about, and then they all end up, drinking coffee and telling jokes, and everybody laughed. So they always find from tragedy, they found something to laugh. And I think that's when I learned that no matter what happened in your life, you can always find something funny about it.
Yep. What was it? Just look on there's always a bright side. I think there was
Mhm.
Monty Python, wasn't there? It's that sort of thing, and that's what me and Krill. That's really what we're into. I mean, Krill does all of the crypto stuff. I'm not so knowledgeable about it. I know I've learned through Krill, but what I have realized is that if you're involved in cryptocurrency, it can be really brutal. It's not like a sort of
Mm.
floaty thing. People lose all of their money all the time,
Mhm.
and
Absolutely.
people they just they get into some really difficult situations. So the whole point, and what we learned really early on when doing this humor for crypto, specifically cryptocurrency, because we have kind of a lot of the stuff we've done for Poor Pleb, so it's commentary on the situations that we all find ourselves. If you put some money in things and it goes down and down, it goes to nothing, and you've lost it all.
Yeah.
You have to try and sort of rationalize what happened, and sort of try and lift yourself out of it and sort of start all over again. So it can be, it's just all that sort of commentary really, and it is a very rich very wild landscape, cryptocurrency. I mean, the characters in cryptocurrency are, you just wouldn't believe. I mean, there's
That's right. I'm sure you get a lot of inspiration from all of us, right?
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, actually, what
I'm sure I
Biscuit gets is
inspire a couple characters today before, the stream. Oh my goodness, I wish I was like more ready. I will have an outfit with the bride, the the play bride. Um why black and white?
Ah, do you want to answer that, Krill, or shall
no,
I?
you can answer that one.
So the reason for black and white initially was because Pleb couldn't afford color, so he didn't have any color. But also there's another meaning behind it. So Pleb is both black and white, and um, he's sort of made from the sort of the light and the dark aspects of everything. So it's kind of, he goes through different um qualities. It's a little bit like yin and yang. You just have the light comes out of the darkness and the darkness comes out of the light. That's basically it. It's kind of that whole when he finds himself in a very dark place, he can always find a little bit of light, a little bit of humor. So that's that's really the message behind the black and white. It sort of portrays that sort of struggle between the two sides. That's the sort of
He's
Like in
actually
life.
both. He's both of them. He's both sides. So
Yeah.
he's all encompassing, really, in that respect.
Wow.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. You know, the thing about black and white is that it takes away distraction from the actual message. And I absolutely love that. And I love that you guys are including color. My goodness. The contrast, and I'm sure the kids are gonna love. I can't wait to see coloring books and stickers and all kinds of merchandise. Where do you want to see the art of plebs? Are you taking, you know, the project again and continue drawing? Are you working in other projects? I want to welcome everyone here on Twitter Spaces and spread the word, guys. This is something that was improvised. I'm sorry. I wish I had like 1,000 people here, but we're gonna get a lot in the replay. And I'm surprised. It's like Christmas Day for me. So thank you very much. What do you see the art of plebs? Where do you want to go?
Hello, guys. How are you all doing?
Hi, Anthony.
Nice
How
to
are
meet you
you?
all.
Nice
We
to
have
meet you.
someone on the
Yeah, I'm
we have
good.
someone on the chat. How are you doing? All right. Thank you for being here with us.
I'm doing good. And you?
Very good, very good. I'm surprised. Could you believe this? I have my favorite two artists with me at the Lighthouse. It's like, oh my God. I think I'm more excited to see the artists, the creators of the Art of Plebs than Richard Hart. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't tell Richard.
My goodness.
Shh, don't tell Richard.
That's a big thing to say.
That is very big from you.
Yes. Well, right now I think Richard needs time. Did you ever think about, well, let's go back. Where do you want to see the plebs? What do you want them to achieve in life?
Krill, do you want to say it or shall I?
So I think we should both.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, Anthony.
But maybe I'll just say that there's quite a few different avenues, like you've just said. There's so many different ways that the art of pleb can go. Right now, we're just concentrating on rolling out a series of collections of NFTs.
Yes, I'm looking for. I can't wait. It's next Friday, the 15th, guys. Tell us about it, and because it's more than just an NFT.
Yeah, it's a bit. So it's a bit. There's quite a bit involved, but quite simply, there's two collections that we're rolling out. But we have, and we haven't rolled it out yet. But we have a very wonky, rather non-linear type of roadmap, which we probably won't follow because it's plebs. And we're pleb.
Rebel plebs. I want to say rebel plebs.
Yeah, and the rebel plebs is a very good idea. Let's just write that down.
What was it? Rebel plebs?
Yeah,
rebel.
Yeah,
yes,
rebel.
I want the union pleb. I think I send you. I see. We need a union. It was during the time that here Hollywood was on a strike, and UPS was about to go on a strike. And you know what that could happen. If what could happen if they go on a strike. And FedEx was also going on strike. So I say, we need union members here. We need a union pleb.
You do need a union pleb as well.
Yeah, we need everything. We need everywhere.
Plebs are everywhere.
They are. It's true. It's so true. Yeah, so there's two collections, but the thing about it is the whole thing with the art of pleb is not that we don't have a lack of artwork. In fact, we've got over 360 cartoons, and how many characters are there? It's over 60, isn't it?
Over 60 different plebs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we don't have there's plenty of content already created, but it's just how we so basically we're sort of like we started about 18 months ago creating an animation, but we haven't completed it yet. And what we keep finding is there's reasons why we haven't completed or started certain elements of it. And really weirdly, whilst creating the different artwork for these two collections, a whole nother chunk of information was downloaded and
Wow.
has become and is an integral part of what it is that we were trying to create 18 months ago. When it does finally all roll out, you're going to absolutely scream, Georgia, and I can't tell you why, but you're going to love it so much.
What do you do this to me? My kids go for, you know what? My kids went nuts because Fortnite had the skin of the weekend today, guys. Yes, another $14 on a skin. I don't know if you know about Fortnite, but they're just characters. And you're doing this to me. I have to wait another week for the Art of Plebs NFT, and that's not fair. I'm starting the fun club. I am starting the fun club. I have the Richard Hart Fun Club. I'm going to have the Art of Plebs Fun Club.
Oh,
tell me what's going on. Whatever you want to tell me, whatever you can tell me, because in the agreement, tell me. I wonder where everybody's at, guys. This is the best interview in crypto history, and you guys are not here. Shame on you. You're gonna want me to go to you want me to go to your streams? I will not go anymore. I'm just kidding. Oh, they'll be back. They're having lunch or shopping for Christmas or something like that.
We don't care though.
We don't. We're happy.
We just wanted to hang out with you. That's the thing.
This is a dream come true. This is a dream. I'm serious. I have, how much I love Hex, and I have the Plebs Bride. Look, right here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it on the corner of I can't touch it, but here in the corner, there is or right here. I don't know which way. I merged them too, and the Marry Me Richer one. And it's absolutely incredible. Incredible. And then, I got a lot of like flashback. No, what's it called? Like when people don't like it, because I was merging, another product with Hex. And believe it or not, a lot of people think that I'm important for the community. So they only want me to do one thing. And you know what? Georgia doesn't do one thing, or Georgia doesn't do anything that other people tells her to do. So I said, you know what? The Art of Plebs is more than just a cryptocurrency or a meme token. And that's what I want to make sure that people understood, that we have, as part of the community, something that could take over the world. And I have no doubts. If you guys keep,
we're in it for the long game with the plebs.
Yes.
It's not like, are we going to sort of do it for a couple of months and then we're just going to fizzle out. We've got a lot to say, and the main problem we have is not what the content. It's working out how to release it, because we've got so many different ideas. So most of it is just trying to work out what the most relevant thing is to do next, because what it's like creatively wise. You can just create anything in your head, and you have so many so our problem has never been coming up with the ideas. Our problem's always been finishing off the ideas before jumping onto the next one. So that's what we're really learning with this, is we just want to sort of do what we said we're going to do, sort of, but at the end of the day, I can imagine that one of the last things I'll ever do in this life is draw a little picture of a pleb. I'm just going to be. I can hardly move my hand.
I'm dying.
I won't be holding my hand and telling me I love you. I love you. Even
you were like, Krill. Imagine you're in the deathbed, and he go like, "Come here, close.
Give me a pencil."
pencil.
Well, what's he gonna
Yeah.
say? Oh, it's just gonna be this sort of
He's just
picture
going
of
to
a
go,
dead pleb. Yeah.
He's gonna live
And
it.
the
He's gonna
pen
leave
will
his fortune to the plebs.
yeah, the pen will just sort of trail off the paper, and that'll be the last
Right.
thing that I do.
Bury him, in case of bury him with a pencil and a pen. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make sure you do a will, like a plebs will and your will. You know what? There was this this lady. I wouldn't say crazy lady. It wasn't the lady. I think it was all like a marketing plot that this guy did, so he cannot, pay taxes or promote, the branding. But this royalty lady left. It was from England too. She left everything to her dog. There's a documentary. I watch a lot of documentaries. So her dog was the one that inherited the whole,
shebang.
fortune, and
Yeah.
and the dog traveled around the world. He had people taking care of him. He was a big celebrity. So he was such a big celebrity that the dog bought Madonna's mansion in Miami
Yeah.
and lived there with a group of girls. It was 3 girls and 3 guys. It was like the Hugh Hefner.
Hugh
like-
Wuffner.
Yeah, Hugh there you go. There you go. But this guy was like, they realized at the end that the guy was just replacing the dog every year with a new one and things like that.
Yeah.
So we'll do
Oh,
interviews.
no.
It was crazy. I had that same thing. We did the Beverly Hills Chihuahua. It was a movie here in Hollywood, and when I worked in radio, we did the premiere and we did the promo. We were a big radio show, and we had everybody wanted to come to our show. So say, okay, we'll do radio, TV. I used to do this, radio and TV at the same time, super exposure and, worldwide, blah, blah, blah. And they brought me this dog, Puppy. Supposedly was Puppy, the main dog from the show. And when I looked at the dog, I'm a dog mom. That was not the dog. They brought me a backup dog. And the guys, I swear, it was like, are you kidding me? It was like having I'm gonna be with Tom Cruise is gonna be there, but you know what? He can, we're gonna send the double, the backup Tom Cruise. When I saw the dog, I remember they had him on the arms. When I looked in the morning, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? This is television this is radio, but we're doing television. What is the freaking dog in drugs doing? He looked like a celebrity on drugs, the before and after pictures. I said, that is not the dog that was acted in the movie. Go get me the actor. So they had to go and get the actor. I don't know why I'm saying this, but the poor plebs are going to be like that. They're going to be like doing interviews. They're going to be, having their mansion. I could see the poor pleb mansion in Hollywood, with the poor pleb bunnies.
Oh my gosh, the
You see what
bunnies.
poor plebs does?
They're called
that
wabbits.
yes,
They're called wabbits.
wabbits. The wabbits. Poor pleb
Wabbits.
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 Not
The
rabbits.
wabbits.
They're not
Yes.
rabbits.
The wabbits.
Rabbits. Yeah.
Wabbits.
Wabbits. I remember I'm an English as a second language, guys. Give me a break.
No, you're doing great.
Okay. But yeah, we have the plebs have so much to give. I can't wait. I wish one day, once you have that cartoon, is it going to be animated cartoon? Like they're going to actually be doing something?
Yeah. So yeah, well, it's probably this is our hybrid version. So it's not AI, because what is it, Biscuit, about AI? It's not AI.
You're going to do this. You're going to draw the thing on a little piece
Yeah.
and go like that. Remember the old times when you used to do like that?
It's going to be very.
Those are flip books.
It's going to be
Yeah,
very.
no.
It's going to be very rudimentary. Yeah. Because
Yes, that's the best way. That is the best way.
yeah.
Because technology, it's good.
Yeah.
And you tell me about the NFT. I'm going all over the place because I absolutely I wasn't ready. I'm never ready, and my energy today is kind of hard to control. So I apologize, everybody on the chat. Thank you so much for being here. This is the Lighthouse. We're positive. We're talking to the creators of the art of pleb, the poor plebs, and a bunch of other characters that are just like you haven't seen the tip of the iceberg. This is just the beginning. I imagine that this is exactly how the Minions or any other character that has been successful, like the story of like Walt Disney. He started creating and he was not successful at the beginning. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort for him to come out with a freaking mouse. So
We have got a pleb mouse.
Yeah, there is a pleb. His pleb mouse is very important.
Actually, the pleb mouse is called Richard. Funnily enough.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
my favorite. No, after the pleb, right? People don't believe me. If you see this right here, I'm telling you the story. I love plebs. And one day, I said everything, the plebs are easy to draw. Very
Yeah.
easy to draw. And it's amazing for children because if children want to adopt, it has to be something easy.
Yep.
And you can apply because they're so pure. You can apply that and put them on. I'm thinking about school books and coloring books and a lot of things that could be done with the plebs. So I was here doodling and I drew the bride because I put a belt. Yeah, it was just I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere in a piece of paper. And I posted on my Twitter. And I guess Creel saw it and you guys created the plebs bride. So
Creel said, "Oh, you've got." This is where a lot of the come from. Creel said, "You've got to do George's. You've got to do this."
It's
for
me.
George because she's
That's me, and that's me, guys.
So
that is me. And I wish I could bring the veil so I can put it on. And I didn't know. I'm gonna go bring the. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Keep talking, guys on the chat. If someone is here, no one wants to talk. My goodness, what's going on? You guys are quiet today. Well, we have about 7 people. This is good. This is good.
That's lovely. Hello, everyone.
When we talk at the Lighthouse Special Edition with Miss Sex Coach Presley Hart, I get a lot more people, but I got almost 1,000 people rewatched the stream. Wow. But I'll be right back.
She's going, Biscuit.
What are we going to talk about?
I've got no idea.
Just make something up.
Okay, I can't.
Just imagine that there's no one listening. And just sort of, I don't know, just make stuff up.
I can't. She's back.
What?
Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. We held it together, Georgia.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We held the space.
Thank you. If it wasn't for you, do you need a job?
No.
I'm looking for co-producers. I'm looking for like co-talent. But I wanted to put this one on because I am the bride.
There you go, the bride.
There she is.
Bride. This is the veil that inspired that, guys. And I didn't have the hex because if you look on the details, she has the hex logo, and I don't.
Yeah.
But
right. We added that. We embellished.
That's right. If someone wants to, my veil has been like put away for a long time, and it's more puff. Yeah, it does. But I am so thankful for that. It's a dream come true, and I never thought in a million years that someone like you guys will be looking at someone like me and making a dream come true. Number one, being here in the space, and I feel so blessed.
What we would like to say is we're really glad that you get it.
Yeah, we love it.
Because not everyone gets it,
no.
But
really?
we're putting out this message, this positive message, and we're just really glad when people get it, because some people get it and some people don't. So we're always really pleased, grateful, and encouraged that all the work that we put in is actually understood for what it was, originally meant to be
by a few.
Yeah.
Yes, but it feels good, right? It feels good that at least one person understands what you're trying to do. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It is incredible. So what is this NFT? You were talking yesterday about 2 different collections, and one of them has like a little game.
Yeah.
What is all about? What is that all about?
So I'll try and do a much better job than yesterday, which was all over the
I wanted
place.
to talk, but it was classes show. You know,
Yeah.
I have to control myself when I go to other people's stream. If not, I'll take over.
It's all right. You did very well, actually. And so did Hopril. Hopril.
Oh, she never. She drops like knowledge. She doesn't talk too much. She stands there looking pretty,
Yes,
gorgeous, like Snow White.
She is gorgeous.
And then she comes out like, yeah, I created a video game that is like world, you know,
it's a world-renowned
video game. I'm
like
the
animation for and the 3D structuring and goes into depth into all the programs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then loses the rest of us with all the terminology, and you sit there.
Yes.
Oh my god!
And I'm like,
so amazing.
I only press the enter button. That's all I can do.
No, we all have our own unique skill sets, I think, and it's great that we all come together as a community to.
That's right.
To share.
Tell me about the NFT.
Okay, so we have 2 collections coming out. On our wonky roadmap, they are 2 parts of it, but there are others which are to be revealed. So the 2 that are coming out next Friday, one is like an open limited edition of the Art of Pleb cartoon art. So basically what that is there's over 360 cartoons that have already been created, and they're all one of a kind. And so what we decided to do was bring out in this free mint Friday, so free mint, there might be a little bit of we might have to put a little barrier to entry on them, on both collections, only because I don't know why, but anyway,
you want to make it exclusive. That's why.
But it's poor pleb exclusive, so it might be something like $2.50 of so, you know, the equivalent of $2.50 of PP.
Yes, I have PP. I was one of the first.
You have your PP? That's great. You're holding on to your PP.
Of course,
very
I have
good.
PP. I have a lot of PP.
And you're holding on to your PP.
Yes, I'm holding on my PP.
That's very good. That's
just
very
as
good.
I hold hex, I hold my PP.
Very, very good to hold your PP. And maybe the equivalent of HOA, which is the hex orange address token, which is connected to the Tangang.
That's right. And you know what, guys? It's important that you get why is important to get the, like they call it the Genesis, is because when you move on with different collections, you know, you might need one of these guys in order to get, and buying and getting it here, minting it here and minting it on the secondary market could make a big difference in price.
Yeah. So minting it as part of Free Mint Friday, it's you know, there's very low barrier to entry. It's literally just like a few bucks and then like nominal gas, because of course it's on Pulse Chain, which is incredible when it comes to lack of gas costs, like we're all feeling with Ethereum right now. But
yeah, I still have a stake. I haven't even been able. I haven't been able to unstake because of gas fees. It's terrible. Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, that's
thank
amazing.
Goodness we got our copies, though, isn't it? It's great that we got our copies.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think, you know, I'm concentrating on the ones that I have on Pulse Chain, and that's it. The rest are going to be there, you know, and eventually I think something's going to happen, but still. But anyway, and the second, and then you have another collection that has to be. Tell me about that. You were mentioning that there's like a 3 that make 1, and it makes us, and you have a surprise. What was all that about?
Yeah, so I've just put a little infographic in on the Art of Pleb. We'll put more details out over the next couple of days anyway, so that, because it is all a bit sort of like complicated. It's not just like saying, oh, we've got these 20 and we're putting them out and it's happening on Friday. It's a bit more complicated than that. So just to go back to the existential range, which is the three cartoons that are part of the limited editions. So they are actually, like the old-fashioned print runs of like you get an artist and they
Yes.
do a limited edition print
Yes.
run. So
Yes.
they are like that. There's 36 of each cartoon.
Wow.
And that will be the only 36 that will ever be in that way on Pulse Chain of that cartoon.
Wow. That is huge, guys. For us, I don't know, but I'm sure I'm not the only fan out there. I'm sure there's more people like me. I'm like a troll. They think it's not like I think I'm the only one. There should be more out there. So for us that are big fans, it will be an incredible opportunity. Hopefully I get there. Hopefully I can do it fast. If you have to pay attention. They usually do it in the morning. Check out if you don't know when this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Friday the 15th. And check out the Tangang Telegram or the Tangang site here.
Yeah, the Tangang Telegram, and also because it's our launch, we'll put the information on in the Poor Pleb Telegram, and also on the Art of Pleb and Poor Pleb on Twitter, on X, not Twitter, X.
Yeah, I know. I'd have problems on X.
It's like that, isn't it? So that's that edition. That's that. And within those 36 of each, there will be rarities, and those rarities might connect to something in the future, which we might have already mentioned. So it's, so like you said, holding from the Genesis collections of anything is always a very good idea, or to get hold of something. So maybe some people might free mint and put it on the secondary market. If you can then get hold of one, it's always a good idea, I think.
Yes, I think I'm going to do that if I cannot get it on the free mint day, but I will definitely get it on the secondary market because it's something that I really, really want. That's
the other thing about these the existential collection is that they're done at high res, so you can print them out as a poster. So that's the whole point. So they're like prints, and
that's just like what I did.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I have to go to get that poster. It was terrible.
Yeah, these are all set up. These are all set up so you can, if you want, you can get a PDF of your NFT, which you can then just get printed out.
That's wonderful.
Your very own. And that's why it's a kind of a print. It's done at a particular size and high res.
Yeah.
I am saving all the Art of Plebs. Everything that you guys post, I'm saving all of it. Because eventually when I have my castle, when Hex, hits, I don't know, $1, maybe $1 million, maybe $100, I will buy a big studio, and in my studio I will definitely have the art. I'm visualizing the future.
Yeah.
I want to have a wall with the wedding picture.
Yeah.
And around it, the Art of Plebs. I think that would be better. That would be incredible. Wow, so much. This is not what would happen if Imagination now, the Spielberg comes up to you and says, "Hey, Krill, hey, Biscuit, I'm still in Spielberg. I'm interested on doing something with your plebs. Would you be interested?"
Biscuit, that's you.
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm not that bothered, to be honest. I just like drawing the plebs. We've got lots of humor to get out there for people.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It doesn't really matter if it's big scale or small scale. We're just getting the message out there. That's the most important thing. We don't really care if it's picked up or not.
That is amazing. That is an amazing message for all of the artists out there. Put your heart into something and do it because it comes from the heart. Yes, I know that we all want to make profit out of it, but sometimes, that comes alone. First, concentrate on your art, concentrate on your dreams, and then, the if it has to be, the money will follow. Yeah. That's for sure. I am absolutely thrilled. I wish I would have been more prepared. I will do something, you know,
Well,
more more deserving of you guys, because you deserve so much attention. I want to tell everyone out there who's streaming, guys, we have incredible, they're Hexicans. Are you Hexicans, right? You are Hexicans.
Oh yeah. We have a full out to the 5-5-5-5 ladder.
At least we're gonna be here for until like I have an idea.
Yes.
One of the little poor plebs, the girls, the quinceañera, you know what that is?
Yes.
The Sweet 15. We're
Yes.
gonna be celebrating the Sweet 15, you know, for the poor plebs, one of the little plebs.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
In 15 years. This is, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we've done a cartoon which is about a 15-year-old steak.
You did?
Yeah.
Steak. Yes, I saw that. That is so funny. You guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Art of Plebs. There, I will post later on my user, whatever, my Twitter account. I will post a link to theirs. And you also have merchandise. Is that you guys? Is that your shop? Like the Art of Plebs webpage?
Yes. There's a shop.
We made a shop.
We did make a shop.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't go to your shop because it was like I needed this as an emergency because I had that and this when I started doing the Lighthouse. So I printed myself with my neighbor. She has a Cricut machine. So she did this for me.
That's great.
We made a little plebby shop with sort of pleb.
You can find there like socks and t-shirts and a bunch of other goodies.
The most important one is the pleb flip-flops.
Yes.
I know, they're amazing. I'm waiting for summer so I can get my flip-flops.
But you know, we put it out there. We haven't really had lots of orders. We had a few orders, but we're just keeping it there.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. All my money is in Hex right now.
Yeah,
so, and maybe eventually
that's the thing. It's quite.
It is a hard day.
But by the time we don't get much from the merchandise because it all goes to the people that print it and the people that so we get like 10% or something. So we make a few bucks, which almost covers the cost.
20 years on the work, and you get what, $5?
Yeah. So it's like we find it really funny that
it's on brand.
It's
really it's totally on brand.
This is one of the things that we
should do a documentary on that person that bought the flip-flops. Follow them for 15 years. That would be funny. Imagine just doing a documentary. There we go, Creel. You're a filmmaker. Just get imagine this. Let's shoot the feet only. Let's shoot the flip-flop and just do an entire documentary just shooting the flip-flops. I think that will be trust me, people is crazy. They will love that.
There's this guy who's part of the Pulse Doge guys. His name, he calls himself PP Byrne. And he bought a pair of the flip-flops, and he is in Switzerland, but he travels quite a bit, and he just kept putting photographs out of himself with the flip-flops on in different places.
God.
Or it was just like it was great. It was great.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
We should also mention the second collection.
Is that okay?
Shall I say a little bit?
Yeah.
I've been working really hard for the last the last, I don't know, 6 weeks or something, doing all of these, the second collection, because it's based, and the reason that I've been working really hard on it is because it's a collection originally for all of the community of plebs that made the Poor Pleb project happen. So, everyone was involved, and we weren't able to really sort of reward them in any way. So this is our thank you to all of the original OG plebs that have been involved right from the beginning, of which you are one, Georgia, because you've always been really supportive of
I am going to cry right now. I don't know how to thank you, Biscuit and Krill for thinking about me. This is enough for me. This is more than, I'm gonna cry right now. Oh my goodness. So you drew
We've
how could you interpret that? Why are we
we
gonna be seen?
I mean, it's an avatar collection. So it's just a thank you. So it's just everyone's their own little character. It's all drawn up, and we're airdropping the avatars to the people that have been involved in
Wow.
the project to say thank you. So
Wow.
that's for them. But we're doing 3 aspects of each avatar, which is kind of a sketch version and a shaded in version, which people can free mint. So you can get a sort of free mint version of the avatar, but it's not the
Mhm.
genuine avatar. So the people involved in the project get the sort of proper, the one with all of the information on it.
Wow, you have to work. They have to work for it. And you
Yeah,
know what? I'm sure after today you're gonna like, let's change the entire aspects of her.
yeah.
No
So,
Oh my.
way.
but
No way.
but the other thing is that this collection is the start of something much bigger. That's all we're going to say. It's
Wow.
almost a little bit like if you can get one of the original OG pleb, if somebody wants to sell it, if you get that, then you're going to be able to have access to lots more pleb stuff.
Never.
Yeah, yeah.
Never.
It's like
Listen, I'm gonna record it here. Never. I will never. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna like grab my freaking avatar on my what is it, ledger, and I'm gonna be buried with it. So my kids won't even have access to that one. So
yeah.
yeah.
So it's
It's your legacy.
yeah,
Right.
it's a way of saying thank you, but it's also it's like having a private pass to access future things in coming up as we
If
roll
anything
stuff
comes
out.
up, that is.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm
Everything's
sure. I'm
subject
sure.
to change.
I'm sure.
Everything's
It's
always
subject to
subject
everything.
to change. You
Yeah.
never
We don't know
know.
if we're gonna be here tomorrow. Maybe we die,
That's
and
right. Yeah, I think about that all the
Buses,
time. Yeah.
buses.
but at least I'm dying happy
Meteorite.
because I have the poor plebs, the art of plebs team here with me. Is there more people to your team or just you two guys?
What? Well, we at the moment we come up with all of the ideas for
Mhm.
the cartoons, and I draw them. But when we were at the beginning of Poor Pleb, we got loads of ideas and input from the community. So there were lots of people part of the community, and they were sort of everyone had input, and they would say, "Oh, we'd be great to see a cartoon of this or a sticker of this," and so we just sort of did it based on what people wanted.
Mhm.
So in a way, everything that we've done every single thing that we've done has been influenced to a certain degree by the community.
Wow.
It's not sort of in a vacuum. It's all reacting to what's going on, and we
Well,
but
we have a lot to give you, as inspiration. That's for sure. I am
Very.
sure that we're an inspiration, and that I have a cousin. Her name is Lola, and she absolutely adores the plebs. That she watches like I had to do a little print of all the art, and she watches this every day. Back and forth. She likes doing it. She colors them and things like that. And I tried to draw Lola, and it was so hard. But you see, this is my interpretation of Lola.
Oh, fantastic. She's great.
So I'm telling you, it's not easy, guys, to draw the way that Krill and Biscuit do. It is absolutely a masterpiece. What you have done it's genius. Is bright. It's brilliant. It's inclusive. It's positive, and that's what I'm all about. Being positive. So you guys have done an incredible. We need to do something with Lola, and also because Lola is going to have an NFT collection as well. But she won the.
Yay.
You should have. I didn't know that you were a photographer. I should have called you because it was so hard to shoot that girl. she did not want to like stand still. She will like hang. She wanted to do. She likes Miley Cyrus, so she sees this, and she wanted to do like the wrecking ball thing. So she took pictures on the ball, but it was hard to hold her. And with the other
Yeah.
hand, holding a camera, an EO3, the big camera, the digital, and hopefully people like it. It was bullish idea. So if you don't like it, I blame it all in bullish. He's very brilliant, but he's like, oh, let's see when it comes out. I don't know, maybe for Christmas. I don't know when. But I'm looking forward to next Friday the 15th with the Art of Plebs and this special collections that they had for the Tang Gang. The Tang Gang is doing an incredible job promoting artists, and I cannot wait till see what you have. I'm gonna keep the Lighthouse. We are an hour in, and I cannot even tell you how thankful, how blessed, how incredible thrill I am that I have you here with me.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. We've actually stayed a little bit longer than we thought we were going to.
I'm sorry.
No, no. You haven't. No, I mean, like, seriously. I mean, if you just hear a bang or a clatter, it's because Biscuit's fallen off of his chair. But he seems.
I'm lying on the floor.
Oh,
he's wide awake. He's wide awake.
No.
Biscuit. We just like, you know what? You're gonna be now. You want to be doing interviews every single day. Creole, I've created a monster here.
Yeah.
If you have done my interviews, you can do anyone else, because other people will have like regular questions. What's your name? What you've done? Do you have any? But no. So thank you so much for being here. This has been a pleasure. I'm sure a lot of people is going to be watching this on the replay. I don't know why they're not here, which is weird, but on the chat. But I think they were too concentrated in the actual listening to you guys. You guys are incredible, and I see an incredible. You have a bright future, but I see a powerful future in the.
Lovely.
So thank you so much. This is the Lighthouse. We're going to be wrapping up the video, but we're going to remain here on the audio. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm going to put a little bit of music. And
thank you.
Any words, Biscuit? I call you Brisket, and I tell you why. Did I show that on the video? No, I did not. Hold on. I'll tell you why. I called yesterday during the stream that we did with class. I call Biscuit. I call him Brisket, and I tell you why. Because my sister got me this for Christmas, which is a portable barbecue, a notebook. You see, it's like a nice briefcase. So I was talking in the stream, and I was thinking, I want a skirt steak or a brisket. And then I mix biscuit with brisket. And
Crypto brisket. I think it's got a nice tone to it.
Maybe we need a new character. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. I love your work, and this is the Lighthouse. Thank you for honoring.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for manning the Lighthouse.
Yeah, yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Or womaning. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, womaning.
We have to have music.
Great.
We have to do that.
Are we still?
Not yet. Hold on one second, because I always do that. I keep going until I forget we're still here. Hold on, right here.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. We're out. 1, 2. Hold on one second. Let me do the hard. There we go.